Hey everyone, and welcome to Hooping Live. We have some big news. Last week's show was super awesome. If you guys weren't there, then we'll do a little mini recap. And just as like a quick disclaimer, please excuse all of my battle wounds that I have. We filmed the little mini documentary about my hooping career or whatever last week with Vincent Dale, and we went out to the beach, and the no-see-ums were like so bad, and everyone was just getting eaten up. It was nuts. I mean, I think I had like 100 bites on me, and they're just starting to heal up a little bit. So please excuse my bites. Anyway, so we have Will and Jenna on the show today. I think that it's official to say that Will is going to be a permanent part of the Hooping Live panel, which is super exciting because now we have a super awesome, epic male hooper on the panel permanently, which is going to give a nice wide array. And I think it'll be good two hoopers
I
to
was
come
just
in.
going to say I'm super excited.
Yeah, oh my God, good. I'm so happy you're excited. That's like awesome. Because I think it's going to help bring a lot more male hoopers in too. To be like, oh, like I can watch the show. It's not just a bunch of girls, you know. It's Will too. So, yeah, so anyway, Will, would you like to go ahead and introduce yourself and let everyone know just a little bit about who you are and what you do?
All right. My name's Will Weimer. I've been hooping for just under 2 years. I do a lot of other martial arts, so I definitely use that a lot in my flow. I do LED, fire, all that fun stuff with hooping, as well as just day hooping all the time. So if you have anything, especially in the Philly area, I'd definitely be totally down for going and doing something with you guys. So.
Yeah. And aren't you moving to Florida soon for the Disney thing?
Oh yeah, end of January. So get me before I go down there, and then when I'm down there, if you're down in Florida, then hey, let's go do something there. So.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see you. I'm gonna like drive up every weekend, and I'm just gonna like stand at your doorway.
I'll sneak you into Disney.
There you go. We should do a Hooping Live show together, like live. Like you should come over and like stay at my place and do the show, and it'd be fun.
Yes.
We can do the show and cook a brisket.
Some
Thanksgiving
delicious beef brisket.
brisket. Anyway, so moving forward, Jenna is the other lovely part of the Hooping Live panel. Would you like to go ahead and introduce yourself to those who may not know who you are?
Yeah, for sure. Hey guys, as Audrey said, my name's Jenna. I am a local Kansas hooper, lovely state of Kansas. We're kicking butt in KU basketball right now, so if you see me looking this way, it's because I have the game on, and I'm sorry, I will try to focus as much as possible, but it's KU basketball, so I mean, come on. Anyways, I've been hooping for about 3.5 years now, like just under 3.5 years, but I'm getting there. Like Will, I do fire, LED, all sort of fun stuff. And oh, an update on the video that my friend Heather is editing for me. It is still coming together. She is not quite finished editing yet. The clips, she's having some difficulty with the clips because I was hooping too slow for the music that I chose, and we made the mistake of not playing the music while I was hooping. So it's all sorts of trouble right now. Get it finished. She's very busy with her own life, and I have told her that this is not really like a priority. Though I mean it is to me, but I'm not going to tell her that because I don't want to stress out. But anyways, yeah. So if you guys are ever in like the Lawrence, Kansas area, that's right too. Please hit me. I'd love to jam with you guys. Yeah.
Awesome. Did you want to do a quick demo? No. Is she frozen? Someone say something.
She's.
Yeah, she's frozen. She's frozen.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and talk then. I'll use my words. Okay, guys, so for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Audrey, also known as Audrey here on the YouTubes. This is Hooping Live every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We do this show. We talk about hooping and everything flow related, and many times we get off topic of flow. You can leave your questions and comments in the little comment bar down below, as you would on any YouTube video, and we will get the questions and answer them live. Don't hesitate to ask questions. We do typically run out of time at the end, so if you have anything you're just dying to say, let it out. Don't be nervous. We're a friendly crowd and we love to answer your questions. Maybe you're working on a hoop trick and you don't know what to do, or maybe you're just dealing with something in your own personal hoop life that you just want to get out. Then we will be your outlet. We're like, I'll find the word later. I don't really know what I want to. I was going to say a hose, but I realized that that made no sense at all. We're not. We're not a hose. We're not hoes, yo. You know. Okay. Anyway, so I finished Breaking Bad here, so just like to update you guys on what's going on. I finished all of the Breaking Bads. Yes, I binged watched them all, and yes, I loved it, and that's pretty awesome. Today I saw more fish than I've ever seen in my entire life. There's this place in Sarasota that when they catch bunches of fish, they all put them in the thing, and then they like conveyor them up. Anyway, there's fish everywhere. It was super cool. And so yeah, I really want to make a hooping video there because it's like really cool textures and stuff and like levels. But I'm pretty sure if I showed up to a fish factory farm or whatever with a hula hoop, they would be like freaking out on me. But anyway, so I'll do a quick demo. I've been hooping for almost 5 years, and I do have good news though. Like I said, we filmed the little mini doc on hooping. It's going to be super cool, super artsy. You're going to get to see a lot of my hooping. There'll be a voiceover, and you'll also get to see what I do in my everyday life, but kind of in a more kind of artsy way. It'll be cool. Don't you worry about it. And I'm obsessed with the new Taylor Swift album. And if any of you guys who are watching right now downloaded it, I want to know what you guys think about it. I know it's kind of off topic, but I really want to know, like, if you have listened to it, like, what's your favorite song, or maybe you don't like it, but I absolutely love it. It's like the best. The best. Guarantee you no one cares. Alright, so I'm just going to show. Oh, God. Hold on, I gotta move my stallion out of the way. Come on, boy. Oh. I'm not destroying my house. Don't worry. Oh. Oh, God. Here I am. I don't know if any of you guys have seen this yet, but check it out. Got a hiding.
Oh yeah, I saw the picture of you in your costume. That was awesome.
Yeah, dude, that was so much fun. Everyone loved my costume. I was so happy.
That's awesome.
I felt like what I did was worth it because when I got my costume, for those of you who don't know, I was Link for Halloween. I like to consider myself kind of like Sarah and Link's child, but that's a whole other topic. But yeah, it was super fun, and when I got the costume, I put it on and just started like running around my house like chasing Chakra with my sword, and he was like, "Please, no!" Anyway. I'm in a chatty mood today, guys. We're gonna get a lot of rambling, so get ready for it. Okay, that was called the chair hook. When you use your hoop and hook the chair, and you like swing it at yourself and then catch it and act like it was on purpose.
Very good. Very good break. That's a good job.
It's called, yeah, chair breaks. I like it. Okay, anyway, Jenna, it looks like you're up and rolling now. Did you want to go ahead and try to do your demo?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't know why my internet is being stupid today, but that's the way it is when you have crappy internet. So, all right. Oops.
Is she going? Is she frozen again? I can't see.
Am I really?
I don't know. Are you hooping?
No, we didn't have a video feed from her. The video was just her still image.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what
Well, you know what? Then screw the demo. My internet sucks. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Who needs it anyway, right? Well, while she's figuring that out, we'll move on to some comments. Looks like we have some. We are happy people. Okay. So, looks like we have a comment from Bryant D, who is one of our favorite viewers. I don't know, are you? No, we don't play favorites, but he is definitely a sweetie pie with the plum on top of it. So, anyway. Oh my god, I made it. I'm currently in class. My school has an 8-day block schedule, so it's different each day. So I managed to find my backup hoop that I hid from my mom so I can still hoop undercover. But it's very small. It's 100 psi with 3/4 inch tubing, and it's 24 in diameter, outer diameter. But I still am able to do a lot of cool dances with it. So what are your favorite kind of off-body moves? Anyways, I'm fangirling right now, so I figured I would put my goal is to be a part of the hoopingLIVE team is my biggest dream. But since I'm currently living and studying in Thailand, you should go to Thailand someday. It's so much fun. I don't know what I can do. Oh no. Anyways, did you see the cool logo I made? I can Photoshop and design it pretty well. Oh, and once I move back to California in the summer, I'll be able to watch the show even more often. Yay. Oh, and apparently my grades aren't that bad. I just have 6 B pluses and 1 A. I can easily bring them up. Oh, well, I think I'll just send the letter when I can't make the show. It's more fun sending them like this. Oh, that's so awesome. Well, B pluses are good in my book. Shoo. I'm telling you what. But we have Will, Mr. Dr. Ninja in the house, and Jenna, the smarty pants.
I pretend that I know what I'm doing, and they just say, yeah, keep going to school, so ignore me.
Well, I don't think you're a smarty with a Marty. I was trying to be clever and it didn't work. Okay, so I'm so glad that you got your sneaky hoop and that your grades are not as bad as they thought they were. And being a part of hoopingLIVE team, that is a great question. We are going to start doing more advertisements for when we're going to have the after show meetings. We're going to start meeting after the hoopingLIVE shows. If you want to be a part of the hoopingLIVE team, you can either come in there and have a meeting with us, or you can email us at info@hoopinglive.com. On hoopinglive.com, there is kind of a blues. Not like a resume, but like kind of like a little questionnaire you can fill out if you want to. You don't have to, but it's kind of fun and helps us get to know a little bit about you and what you're maybe interested in doing to help out the team. We're looking for all sorts of people, so do not hesitate. It's not going to be something that we're going to ask a lot of you unless you want to give a lot of your time, but it is volunteer based, and we want to just make hoopingLIVE grow and see where we can take this. So anyway, so Brian, thank you for the comment. Some off-body moves for a small hoop. I actually have one of my small hoops here right now. Actually, Will, do you have any room to hula hoop at all, or like you kind of stuck?
I am pretty stuck. I can give it a shot if you'd like me to, but nothing
Well, you're
fancy.
pretty good at off-body stuff, so I thought maybe you'd want to show some moves and grooves.
I could. All right. Yeah.
Is Jenna frozen still?
Am I frozen? Can you see or hear me?
I can see and hear, but you're not moving.
Okay. I'll leave. Again.
Okay.
Yeah, she's having some serious internet issues.
Yeah, I can tell. That's okay. All right, well, go ahead.
All right. So I actually have minis that I use that are 25s. So I've been doing some on-body stuff. I did wedgies and stuff with them. I actually really enjoy doing the circus starts with those, so you can give those a shot. As for like just basic isolations and then pops, you can work on moving your isolations and then moving into your hoop while your hoop's staying completely still. Like I know that looks a lot like the you see like the poppers and stuff like that when they dance, like they do the whole body movement. So your hoop stays still, you move to your hoop, right? And some of the other things that I like to work on for off body are a lot of the stuff that you learn from toys, like you put the crosses over here where you're coming up this way, and you spin around, take your wall a little bit, and then go around that way and maneuver yourself around your hoop while you're doing your off-body stuff. All right, a lot of it, you can definitely check out some of Lee Jeffries' videos. He does a lot of like the hand movement stuff, and it's really good. As far as anybody else, I haven't seen much other like off-body work from a lot of people. Don't get me wrong, I have seen a lot of off-body work, but I haven't seen a lot that you can do with very small groups. So definitely check out Lee Jeffries' stuff. You can kill it. Check out some of the poi stuff. Check what you can do with poi and isolations, isopops, all that fun stuff.
All right. Thank you very much, Will. Yeah, he is super good at off-body stuff, guys. So if you want to check out more of his videos, you can. And he is right about Lee Jeffries. And as you may or may not know, Lee will be on the show this upcoming month. Next show on the 10th, we have NeoCell coming in talking about their company, which are those vitamins that I love. So that's going to be a super fun show. And then we have Lee Jeffries. And then we have Unity of the Hula Hoopers. Then we have Abby from Hula Monsters. And then after that, it's kind of a tie slot between 3 surprise guests. I'm not going to let you guys know who it is yet, but you will be stoked. Anyway. Oh, surprise, surprise. Okay, so some off-body movements that are fun with a smaller hoop. Will did talk a lot about those. I really enjoy tosses and whatnot and seeing like where I can bring tosses. I also like to kind of play with doing palm spins in really cool areas and seeing how I can refine those movements to look a little bit more smooth and put together. You can also do, did you talk about rolls, Will? I can't remember.
I did not.
Okay, well, I also really love rolls. There's so many different ways you can do it. You can do, you know, the vertical ones that are flipped. You can do just, you know, your typical roll. I've been working a lot, as I said, the past couple shows, on the, like, Tiana roll, where she just kind of does this or whatever. So those are fun, because you can really do rolls wherever. You can do a toss into a roll. You can do really anything. Ow. What else is fun? Oh, balancing, of course, is always great. Working on if you want to. The thing is with balancing, people think that you either have to do it like kind of like on the back of your hand or like on your palm or whatever. But you can really do it wherever. Like practice maybe like do it even like on like maybe like 2 fingers or something, or maybe try balancing it like on your forearm or like on your shoulder. Like see, like play with all the different spots that you can balance the hoop and how you can work with like kind of the weight transfer to see, you know, different cool areas. I've been trying to do stuff where I can toss the hoop and catch it and balance it for a while, and kind of do more things where it's like you're dancing and then you stall and then you go back into something. I think it could look really pretty. I don't know. That's what I'm going with. Jenna, do you have any recommendations?
Well, when I work with smaller hoops, I pretty much do everything that they have talked about. I really, really like playing with balance, and it's something that I've been working a lot on lately. And I do feel like using smaller hoops is kind of like more of a challenge for me, because the hoop that I use for like daily dance and practice is like a 36, which is big to a lot of people, but I am 6 feet tall, so that's kind of like average for me, I guess. So I actually really like practicing balance with minis too. I think it's a lot of fun, and it looks really cool just because like you're balancing this tiny little hoop in all these different places. It's a lot of fun.
I haven't tried that yet. That's a great idea, though. Get some of those mini actions happening. Cool beans. All right. Well, if you have any more things you want to ask about your question, you can go ahead and do that. Let's move on to the next one. Let's see here. Brilliant. Radically tubular. That's cute. Says, have you ever taken up any other dancing activities to inspire hooping, belly dance, aerials, etc.? I saw a belly dance performance recently, and have to admit it inspired me more than my hoop has lately. Any advice on how to explore mixing the dances? Love the show. Love the show. Thank you. We're glad you love the show, and we love you too for loving the show and for being you. Craig, why are you showing my costume?
I was going to show it if you wanted to. Now I'm showing it since you mentioned it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There's my costume for Halloween. Yay! Da 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 da. Okay. I'm being so weird right now. Sorry. So anyway, I never took anything before, which we've talked a lot about in previous episodes. But now that I am into the hoop, I have taken a couple random classes. Even stuff just like movement yoga is really good. Anything that you can learn more about the way your body moves. Or even like Will, where he does his like taekwondo, or what is it, just martial arts?
You got it right, taekwondo.
So how do you feel like that's inspired your hooping?
Definitely in the stance work. Absolutely in the stance work. Especially when I think of what I'm doing with like when I'm just in the zone doing my thing, I'm like, oh, I'm like slaying people over here and then facing over this way and slaying people over there and then going back over this way because somebody's attacking me over there. It's really strange. I play an imaginary game when I hoop.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I was doing
a lot of fun.
The other day. I'm trying to like figure out if I can maybe do something where I have my master sword and can like maybe like.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Alright, so when I'm coming down to Florida, I have fire swords, and I'm going to let you use one, so that way you can do stuff like that with it.
That'd be like super cool.
We'll start it off not lit on fire, though. And we'll work our way up.
Sorry,
So that
Chakra.
doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, that'd be awesome. I would love to learn how to play with swords.
Bravo.
Thank you very much. I've been practicing. Jenna, have you been doing any kind of dancing since you picked up hooping to help your show?
Not really like dancing. I've picked up other flow toys. I've played with poi, and I have a flow wand, and I do yoga as well, like on and off here and there. And yoga definitely helps with just core strength and being in tune with your body. And when it comes to flow wand, it really, I mean, because flow wand is all in your hands. It's all making illusions with your hands and isolating and all that stuff. So I really try to incorporate stuff like that with my hooping. But I've learned that after hoop path and flow wand, I am really good at incorporating my hands into my hooping, and I'm losing connection with my feet. So that is what I'm going to be working on, and I'm going to try to find something that will help me with that. So
yeah, feet are definitely a hard one. If you guys ever have trouble with hands or feet, what Jenna's talking about is a lot of the times when people are hooping, of course there's always a T-Rex, You'll see a lot of people just kind of go like this, but it's fun to kind of play like with each of your fingers, just kind of like explore the movement of your wrists. And it doesn't have to be like that raver thing. Like maybe it's like something where kind of just like, I don't know, like messing with how different things look and feel good to your body, kind of like how Will does more like a taekwondo kind of thing with his arms. And Jenna has a really unique style too, but just playing with like how you can position your hands and your arms around your hoop is kind of fun to do. And feet are hard for everyone. Most of the time you'll see maybe someone like just kind of like do the thing where they just like lift their leg up. Or when I used to do that, I just kind of like stomp or whatever. You guys remember doing that? Like when you first started, you just kind of went like...
I'm guilty of still doing it.
But,
I'll like lift up to one side and then like drop back down or whatever. And
well,
I'll do that
bad thing.
7 times in a row in 10 seconds.
That's awesome. But that's not like a bad thing. What I started doing, because I realized I did it too, was I was like, okay, when am I wanting to bring my foot up? I want to bring my foot up right here. So if I do that, instead of just putting the foot back down, maybe I can put it kind of back and do a turn or step forward and like find like what feels comfortable for your own body and work with it. So if you do that stomp, instead of just kind of going like this, you can roll your body, or you can like pop or lock. I don't know. I can't pop and lock. I have like lanky arms. I'm like not cute. But yeah, Jenna, do you want to try to see if you can hoop and show them what you do with your arms, girl?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Because she has a really beautiful style and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah, don't freeze on us.
I mean, I learned my arms. Did I freeze?
No.
No? Oh, okay, good.
Okay, you're good.
All right. Everything that I do with my arms I've learned from Hoop Path, as I've mentioned a lot on the show. So I'll just go ahead and hoop so you can see.
Beautiful. Gorgeous. She has such gorgeous long arms. Now you're getting a little choppy.
Actually, one of my favorites is called like zesting, or someone put it like this, but just playing with your hands in and out of the hoop.
That is
like that.
my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, that is
It's
awesome. I love it. Cool. Well, Jenna, you're a little crackly right now, but I think we got the gist of what you're doing, which is awesome. Thank you very much. Cool beans. All right. And Kabuki Forever says, how often did you hoop when you first were starting, Audrey? What helped you in your practice? When I first started hooping, I hooped, whenever I brought my hoop to school. I mean, it was any free second of the day I was hooping. And then it kind of went down to like 2 hours of flight time a day to like 1 hour to just kind of like a steady 1 hour. And then I kind of just doing like increments now. Like I probably maybe like just at least like acknowledge my hoop's existence every day, but like I'll maybe have like a couple of intense flow sessions every week, or I just kind of go by ear. But in the beginning, I did a lot of hooping. Well, what did you do?
I know when I first started out, it was like maybe an hour every day, but it wasn't anything like major. It was kind of just futzing around in my living room. You got the music playing, you want to dance around the house or whatever, so you just pull out the hoop and do that instead. And then out of nowhere, I would do these like random, oh yeah, I'm going to go to the gym and hoop for like 3 hours, and then I'd get home and I wouldn't do anything for several days.
Yeah.
And then I'd go back and do another 3 hours, and then never do anything for the next 5 days, and then so that's how I do hooping. I mean, now it's the same thing as you. I'm like, oh yeah, let me just go out in the living room, hoop for like 15 minutes, and then go make my coffee.
Right, exactly. It's just kind of like you kind of figure out your regimen, and the one thing that really worked for me is I didn't pressure myself. I didn't say, okay, you have to hoop for like half an hour today, or like you're not going to get good. I just kind of let myself just kind of let it happen. Jenna, what is your regimen for hooping?
Well, when I first started, it was very similar to you guys. I was hooping every day for like an hour. But when I started hooping, it was summer. And if I know Audrey knows about summers in Kansas, but if you don't know about summers in Kansas, they're basically terrible. It's like crazy humidity, crazy heat. If you're in the sun, you are just gonna die basically. And the summer that I started hooping, it was a very, very hot summer for Kansas. So I would try to stay outside for about an hour. I wasn't telling myself like stay outside for an hour. You've got to hoop for an hour. It was just until basically I felt like I was gonna pass out, and then I was like, yeah, I should probably go back inside and get some water. But now it's very sparse when I do hoop. I'm really, really busy with school right now and trying to keep my grades where they are, get a couple grades up. So if I'm ever like super stressed about stuff, I will put my homework down, put my laptop down, and I will come out in my living room in the tiny little space that I have here and try to hoop a little bit. But it's really not like I'm telling myself I have to hoop X amount of time, X days a week, or anything like that. I just kind of listen to my body, and if I'm like, yeah, I really feel like hooping right now, I'll go hoop. But if I'm tired or if I have other things on my mind, I won't force myself to do it.
Awesome. I think that's great advice. If you have any follow-up questions on that, feel free to ask. And what helped you? And what helped in my practice? Like I said, just not pressuring myself, really. Kendra Bickett says, I also love the Disney thing. You will love it. Or I also did the Disney thing. You will love it. Also, I ordered the hoop that you have, Audrey. I can't wait for it to come. Aw, that's so cool. I live in Illinois, and it's getting cold. Any tips where to hoop at? The rooms in my house are too small, and I need to hoop more. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let Jenna answer this one because I think Jenna and Will can maybe answer this one better than I can. So, Jenna, do you wanna talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. I guess if I think about where I'm hooping, when I had this place to hoop, I would always go out in my garage and either pull my car out or pull like one of my parents' cars out just to create a little more room for myself, and so I wasn't slinging hoops into people's cars. I mean, it's not going to be as warm as an indoor space, but it's a lot better than being outside. So if you have a garage or something that you can go to, and if you don't, I would suggest exploring any gym in the area, any community centers, just really any kind of indoor public space that has enough room for you to hoop where you're not going to be in the way of people or anything like that. And I know gyms can be tough because they're going to want you to get a membership, but definitely explore some of those areas. I'm actually having to do the same thing for the flow group that we have here in Lawrence. We need to find a consistent indoor space, and I think we have something on lock right now, but it's still kind of in the works. So I wish you good luck, though.
Awesome. Thanks, Jenna. That is super great advice. Will, do you have anything that you want to add to that?
I would definitely go for that gym, absolutely. I have a nice, like, tall ceiling out in my living room, but my mother yells at me because I wear out the carpets a lot, and I already had to buy her one, so I don't go there as much anymore. I mean, I'll still do it because we have like the crappy one out there that I already wore through. But if I'm not there, then I'll either do it at college. You can easily go onto a college campus and do it there. They have plenty of space, and they're not gonna yell at you. They usually never do, unless you're throwing it and hitting things and breaking stuff. Then they're probably gonna tell you to go somewhere else. But as long as you're not doing that, you'll be okay. But pretty much a gym, or you can probably find a dance studio that'll let you do it for, of course, membership fees. But if you want to go for free, check out your local college.
Geez, Chakra. Awesome. Great advice. Yeah, I don't know if I can really add much to that. They kind of rocked that question, but The other thing you can do is practice things that are smaller movements instead of making wider movements, and play with range and expanding and stuff. I don't know. See what you can play with. It's a good chance to explore. So Chris Kelly says, hi. Oh, the other thing about cold hooping is if you're wearing a bunch of clothes, getting this grip tape that I have on my hoop from Bonnie Brown is awesome. Outwardspiral.net. You can find her stuff on the hoopinglive.com with a discount code. And it's super cool that you got my hoop. Apparently there's a lot of you that have my hoop, and we're going to start doing something where it's like the Hooping Live signature hoop or something like that. I don't know. But it'll be cool. Promise. Only the best for y'all. So Chris Kelly says, hi Audrey, hi Jenna, hi Will. Thank you for the fab show.
Hey.
Hey. Thank you for the fab comment. Anur's TV says, you're gorgeous, Audrey. Greetings from Mexico. Thank you, Mexico. Appreciate that. That's very, very kind. Shayla Rothhammer says, you're beautiful. We have a very beautiful team. Thank you. Chris Kelly said, Will is very good for 2 years.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's very good. Jamie Lee, oh, hi. I know her. It says, howdy Hoopers. Audrey did a video on love a while back and mentioned how she did not want to hoop when she was going through a hard time. I find myself gravitating towards that same type of thinking. What advice did y'all get on that topic to motivate you to keep you hooping no matter how numb or down you feel? Okay, well, what she's talking about is when I was dealing with a lot of stuff, I wouldn't want to hoop when I was sad because I didn't want to like associate it with sadness. But then I realized that I can push through things when I can hoop. But honestly, the motivation for me like wasn't there. Something that really did help was finding like a song that I felt really passionate about. And sometimes just crying it out and hooping felt really good, not trying to do anything special, or maybe just hooping around your waist and not like letting yourself feel like you need to do all these crazy tricks, and just do something very simple, maybe even in your second current, and a lot of stuff can come up, you know, think about things, blah, blah. Cool. But, I don't know, Jenna, do you have anything to add on to that?
Well, I totally get where you're coming from, where you are not wanting to hoop when you're sad, and then there's always the opposite argument of like you should hoop when you're sad because you can learn to push through things like Audrey said, or it's gonna make you feel better, it's meditative, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. I really have no side in this argument. I feel like if you are sad and you don't feel like hooping, don't. If you're sad and you feel like hooping might help you get through whatever tough time that you're in, then hoop. I mean, just listen to your body, and if you feel like you should hoop, go hoop. You know, that's just kind of the way I feel about it.
I completely 110% agree with you on that. That was brilliant, Jenna. Thank you. Will, do you have anything that you want to talk about?
I couldn't agree more. It's you, it's your emotion, it's your body. What you feel you need to do is more than likely what you need to do.
Well, I hope that helps you with your question, because, you know, our hoop is our tool, it's our partner. We need to figure out how to connect with it sometimes, even when stuff gets rough. Erin Monroe says, oh my god, hi! Oh my god, hi! Beach and Hoop says, gyms might let you have a free membership if you agree to teach a beginner class. That's great advice. Going around trying to maybe find someone that would be interested in helping you with a space for trade.
I actually had one of the instructors at my gym. She like was in there. She's like a Zumba instructor or whatever. She was in there while I was doing my hooping, and she stopped, and she's like, "Oh my God, how do you do that?" So I was teaching her how to hula hoop, and she's like, "Stay right here. I'm gonna go get the owner, and you have to teach a class. And then so she tried to go find the owner and never found him because he wasn't there that day. But I don't know. I don't know if anything's going to come of it.
Well, that's awesome. Hopefully it works out because that'd be super cool.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I would like to get someone on here that's done workshops before, so maybe we can have like a workshop class because I need to learn some stuff too on how to do workshops.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Swoleberg says, that's tight how you were linked for Halloween. Thank you. I love that costume, like I said. I also want to make another quick announcement about the team meeting again. We are not having a meeting tonight. We're going to be doing something different, but next week we will be having a team meeting for anyone that wants to be a part of the hoopingLIVE team. Come in. We'll post the link on the hoopingLIVE page. Come in. Don't be shy. Grab some tea. Grab a little some, whatever you need to come in there and talk about, whatever feels comfortable for you. And we'll talk about having more awesome hoopers part of the team, which I think would be great. So, yes, I'm going to also, I wanted to show you guys something interesting I've been working on. I've been trying to think about the whole wrap thing where people are wrapping their arms like this. I'm trying to see if I can maybe like use that to kind of like bring it out and around and I'm trying to like just work with more non-gripping of the hoop and just kind of allowing the hoop to kind of be more foldy, but in like kind of different abstract ways, trying to think about like the whole Tiana thing where she talks about the sphere around the body or whatever. I don't know. It seems kind of cool to me, but who knows? I feel like I'm kind of crazy. Jenna, do you still have your hooping diary? Do you still do anything like that?
Yes, I do. It's in my room somewhere. I haven't really written in it, and a little bit just because of how busy I've been with school. But it is something that I look at every day, and I read my old.
I think she's freezing again.
Oh
no, Jenna, you were like popping out of internet consciousness.
I hate my internet.
Oh, it's just having a bad day. Don't worry. But it looks like we have a couple more questions. But I don't know why I told you guys that. I was just like really excited. I forgot that like that's what I wanted to show you guys what I was working on. Will, have you been trying to work on anything lately that's like weird or different or?
I have unlocked the like fundamentals of the wedgie, like down like what you have to do with your legs to get it from anywhere. So I am like, oh, let me try like this to this wedgie and that to that wedgie, and then like over the head throw, and then kick the leg out wedgie, yeah, and then like on to the next thing. Like I'm just wedgie crazy right now.
Oh, I know, wedgies are awesome. Get all those wedgies up in there.
When I first started hooping, like I wanted to do leg stuff, and now that I am getting there, I am so excited.
Do you have any wedgie tips?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I never quite understood them.
The way I like to think about teaching them, and let me see if I can get my camera angled here real quick. You guys can still hear me, right?
Yeah, it just kind of sounds weird.
Yep.
All right. So what I tell my friends for wedgies is think like you're doing circus start. Like imagine if you were doing a circus start with both your legs in it. So your right hand's on the top of your hoop, your whole body's inside the hoop to do the circus start. Now instead of having your right hand there, put your right leg there. And that's how you're going to start your wedgie. And then all you have to think is like, you know how when you press your hand up and over to do your circus start, now do that with your leg. And then you hit your chairs and do your wedgies all the way around.
What?
Okay, so I think about doing my wedgies, that's one of them. I'll do it that way. I'll do another one where I have my knees and I pinch them together and I can flag in front. And then I have the other one, which is where your one leg through and you use your foot and press it on the ground and spin, and it shoots up really quick, go straight into the wall behind you.
Huh. Interesting.
I've been doing, like, I'll do shoulder roll up and over. It'll go down my back here, and then I'll hook my leg into it, and then wedgie out of that. Yes, yes. Like, think
Cool.
the inside of your leg here, like you're here, and drop it in, legs together.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Interesting. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
When I have more room in a room, I will definitely share.
okay. Cool. Yeah, we'll work on trying to see if we can get you more space so you can show them how much of a badass hooper you are.
I may just tell my gym that I need their room for an hour.
There you go. That'd be cool.
Kick everybody else out.
Heck yeah. Awesome. Well, I'm going to go ahead and read the last comment, and we'll give all the information for the show. You guys were awesome tonight. Asked some really great questions. I was super excited. It's going to be a good show to talk about. So anyway, be sure to watch next week. We're going to have a huge show. We're going to be talking all about NeoCell and the vitamins and health and fun, and I will keep you guys posted with some advertisements on it and teach you more about what we're going to be talking about. It'll be super cool. We're going to be eating yummy vitamins, and we might even be doing some sort of giveaway. So who knows? Just keep your ears open. Anyway, Wes McKee says, I'm starting a hooping club at my high school, and it's amazing how many hoopers are present at my school. Hopefully my school will allow some space for us to meet. That's awesome. I hope that works out for you. Doing clubs are hard, so if you have any questions on starting any hooping clubs, I made one at my college at Ringling. It was called Ringling Hoop Jam, and it was super fun, and we had a really great turnout. So if you need any help with that, let me know. If any of you else are trying to do something like that, maybe that'd be a good question to answer. I don't know. But congratulations on that, and I hope it works out. Jenna, are you frozen?
I don't know. Am I? Can you see me
so.
moving?
Yeah, no, you're not moving.
We have audio only from her right now.
Well, Jenna, do you want to try to get in or out, or do you want to just maybe give your information audio-wise?
I can just say my information. I'm actually going to be calling my internet provider tomorrow to see if I can upgrade my internet. So hopefully this will be fixed next week. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But if you guys want to find me on like YouTube or any of the other social medias, if you just go to the Hooping Live Facebook, or no, if you go to hoopinglive.com, there will be like a link on the sidebar with my name on it, and if you click that, it'll take you to my flavors page, which has the links to everything. So just go to hoopinglive.com. You'll find it.
Cool. Yeah, hoopinglive.com has all of your Hooping Live questions and needs to be answered to. I don't know. Will, do you want to give off your information so people can find and learn more about you?
Yeah, you guys can certainly add me on Facebook. I have a performance profile and just a regular profile. Both of them are open. Add either of them. I just use the performance one pretty much to post videos and stuff. If you have any events coming up that you want to send me a message, like we can go jam or something like that, or you want to know if I'm going to something in the area, send me a message. Send me 5 bajillion messages. I get tons of the event invites because I'm friends with a lot of the event planners. So please, don't just send an invite, send me a message as well. And I'll definitely go to it because I have like nothing else to do right now with my life. So.
That's awesome. Yeah. Perfect. Well, what? Oh, sorry. What hoop is that? The tape I mean. Oh, Natasha White's Shoes, really quick, asked what kind of hoop this is. I think this is the Sunrise? Maybe the Sunset, and it has glow-in-the-dark blue polypropylene tubing underneath. If you go to outwardspiral.net and you ask Bonnie about the Audrey sheer hoop, she'll be able to tell you what it is, but it's super cool. And once again, guys, this is Hooping Live. We have our show every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, where we talk about hooping and everything to do with health and flow in life, and most of the time a lot of random things as well. If you want to contact me or anyone on the Hooping Live team, you can email us at info@hoopinglive.com. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to get updates from us. And until next week, be good, Chicago.